we now officially launch this program of training our priests, our deacons, our imams on sign language. This is a language that God has created himself. So please, teach this language, learn this language, and promote it in the way you can. God bless you.
Religious leaders have called for the inclusion of sign language interpretation in places of worship across the country. They made the call at the official launch and training of religious leaders on sign language interpretation and inclusivity in Abuja. The news agency of Nigeria reports that the Justice, Development and Peace Caritas of the Catholic Archdiocese of Abuja organized the training to promote inclusion for persons with disabilities in Christian and Muslim communities. The Catholic Archbishop of Abuja, Ignatius Kaigama, stressed the need to accommodate individuals with hearing impairments in worship centers. He said Muslims and Christians must work together to promote inclusion, noting that the training showed a shared commitment to the common good.
It is very easy to look at the thousands of people that come to church or to the mosque, all very physically fit. But we forget very easily that there are some among them that are not able to walk on their feet, some cannot see, some cannot hear. And today we are gathered specifically to consider those who are not able to hear. They have this hearing impairment. So we want to assist them and make sure they feel they belong when they're in church or in the mosque. So you can see the priests are going to learn the sign language. The Muslim, represented by the Sheikh here, is also bringing his own Muslim clerics to join my Catholic priests to learn. I said we should be doing something positive together, Muslims and Christians, rather than quarreling and fighting over words, unnecessary competition for superiority, having influence over this and that. No, let's focus on something like this, something humanitarian, something of service, the common good. And I'm happy it has taken off today and that it is taken off from Abuja and from our Archdiocese. I thank God and I thank all the organizations involved.
Imam of the National Mosque, Sheikh Harun Eze, described the initiative as visionary and commendable and thanked Kaigama and the organizers. He said the initiative will not only promote inclusion in spiritual messages but also foster interfaith collaboration.
This program is very beneficial to those who are of the community of persons with disability, those who cannot hear, and when they attend events in the worship places, particularly in the mosque, they are unable to hear and comprehend the communication that is transmitted out by the imams, by the leadership of the Muslim communities. And we believe that in hearing and understanding the message through the sign language, there will be better worshippers. If they are Muslims, there will be better Muslims. It appears that there are those who we think they can hear, but they actually do not hear. Perhaps they could also be suffering from this impairment. So we hope that sign language, if it's deployed in our places of worship, together with spoken language, that will send all-inclusive message and nobody will be left behind.
Reverend Father Sebastian Sani of the Archdiocese of Abuja described communication as crucial to inclusion and national development.
Of course, communication is very important in everything we do in life. And if people like this come into the church and they don't know what is happening, definitely they will be left stranded. Don't forget, those with disability, they have a role to play in national development. So if we are using this as a tool to communicate the gospel of Christ to them in a different way, we are shaping them spiritually for them to see what they can contribute to the society. The most important thing is that you are a child of God, and we are all united in doing what is good, especially in reaching out to the most vulnerable in the society.
Reverend Father Valentine Alalama, one of the participants, said the initiative was inspiring and timely.
Over time, it has been discovered that many of our brothers and sisters who are disabled, physically challenged with various special needs, they've been left behind for so long a time. So this will help us to carry them along in our spiritual and liturgical worships. So no longer would they be on the sidelines. They would not only come into the church, but participate actively. To be so wonderful that I will be preaching and at the same time demonstrating what I actually have in mind, not necessarily having somebody, pass on a different message or sign what I don't really intend in my homily and sermons. So I think it's a welcome development, and even from the initial, I will do my very best to see that, I pay keen interest to some of them who come to church. If they are listening, how they are being carried along, I will make it a personal task for myself alongside my ministry.